Hello, my friends. Today I want to show you a very fun geometry puzzle I found from a maths teacher from the UK. Her name is Catriona Agg, and she's got quite a lot of following on Twitter where she posts these hand-drawn and very colorful maths puzzles. So, the problem we're looking at today says there are 5 squares in the figure, and what is the total shaded area? So there are 4 smaller squares in the middle, and then there's one bigger square on the outside. And there's also one information we are given about the bigger square is that part of the side length of the square is 13. So how are we going to do this? When I first looked at this problem, um, I decided to annotate a diagram. Oftentimes it's a very good idea to do that, as we will see. So I call the side of these smaller squares, I call them S. So we write 4 S's and then another S here. So essentially we've got a rectangle in the middle made up of 4 smaller squares. The next step we want to do, we're gonna label the angles. Specifically, we look at the angle here and here. So these two are the right angles. That's evident because they are angles of the square. And the next step is, let's say we label this angle, give it a color. You know, I feel like I would put purple today. So if this angle is purple, then we also label this angle. We're gonna label it green, let's say. So I like green today. You know, like nature, like the trees. So green. And then the important next step is to figure out what this angle in the bigger triangle is right here. Now, we know on a straight line, the angle sum is 180 degrees, right? And we also know that the angle sum of a triangle is 180 degrees. So what we have essentially is that this angle is equivalent to 180 minus the purple angle and minus another 90 degrees. And that's equivalent to the green angle, right? So I hope you see that, try and draw it yourself and play around with it. Now, naturally, if this is the green angle, then we can also find what this angle is. It's very simple. It has to be the purple angle because the the sum the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So what we have now are in fact two similar triangles, right? So these two triangles, they are similar. Why are they similar? Because if you have the smaller triangle and you stretch it out, you enlarge the size, you're gonna get the bigger triangle. Like the proportions and the ratios of their size, they stay the same essentially. And that's the idea we'll use. So let me label the base of the smaller triangle A, like this. And we also label the height B. So now, this triangle here, we'll draw it. It has got size A, B, and S, right? Let me draw the give the colors as well. It's gonna look nice. Like okay, I swapped that. This should be purple. Then the other is green, and then we've got orange for the right angle. So let's draw the bigger triangle now. So we've got the right angle, and then we've got the purple angle, and finally the green angle, right? So we rotate it a bit so that it matches. So what is the hypotenuse of this bigger triangle. Now, notice back on the original diagram, it's actually just 4s. So it's 4s. And because they are similar, the proportions stay the same. So we can say, in terms of a and b, the base of this triangle is actually just 4a, right? And the height of the triangle is in fact 4b. So this is all very good actually. Let me write all this information back onto the diagram. So we have, yeah, this is 4b and then 4a. So far, so good, I hope. Let me move this to the side a bit. So what we do now is make use of Pythagoras theorem on some of these triangles. You know what? I think we can do this here. We know the Pythagoras theorem says a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where a and b are the sides and c is the hypotenuse. So in our case, we have 4a squared plus 4b squared equals 4s squared, right? And we're gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna come back to this equation later. And what we're gonna do now is actually go back to the size of the bigger square. We want to form some equations. So notice on the left side here we have 13 and b as the size. So 13 plus b, and look at the bottom side, that is a plus 4b. So they are the same size, so we equate them. And also, actually, we can also say they are equal to 4a, because really all three of these, they are the size of the square that we're given, different expressions. So essentially now, this is a system of three equations in two unknowns. So you can go ahead and try and solve that. In order to save time, I'll give you that a we find to be 4 and b is 3. So this is very important, okay? You can substitute back in 13 plus b, so 13 plus 3 is 16. A plus 4b is 4 plus 4 times 3, that's 4 plus 12, and that is 16, and then 4 times 4 is 16. So the maths checks out, right? So now we go back to this equation we just formed. We do a bit of simplification. So the equation becomes, let me write it better. Becomes 16a squared plus 16b squared plus 16s squared. Now, notice that if we divide the whole equation by 4, what we get is 4s squared equals 4a squared plus 4b squared. Now pause here for a second, because notice that the question wants us to find the total shaded area of the 4 red squares. And what is the area really? It's a rectangle, right? So it's s times 4s, which is exactly 4s squared. So we don't even have to find the individual value of s. All we have to do now is we know that this is what we're looking for, right? So because we already know the values of a and b, we substitute them in. 4 squared plus 3 squared, that's just 25. And 4 times 25, that's just 100. And that's our answer. How amazing. I'll see you in the next one, Maths Games. Bye-bye.